Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What's brewing in the NFC North right now could be one of the most game-changing moves we've seen in recent years. And I'm talking about the possibility of the Chicago Bears pulling off a blockbuster trade for none other than Aiden Hutchinson from the Detroit Lions. Yep, you heard that right. Rumors are swirling around the league, and they suggest that the Bears are in serious talks to acquire Hutchinson, one of the league's most disruptive pass rushers, in exchange for a first-round pick plus a rotational edge player. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is that even possible? Well, considering how aggressive Ryan Poles and this front office have been in bolstering our roster, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Especially when you consider how much the Bears are trying to reinforce their pass rush to make a real playoff push, and Hutchinson might just be the perfect piece to elevate this defense to the next level. Let's back up a bit and analyze what Hutchinson has been doing this season. The guy is a motor that just keeps going. At only 25 years old, Hutchinson has been a beast for the Lions, racking up 13 sacks already this year, which puts him among the top 4 in the NFL. That's elite production. He also has 20 quarterback hits, 5 forced fumbles, and a PFF grade of 90. One well above his career average of 87, for he's creating pressure at an incredible rate with a pressure rate per snap of 0.42, which is among the best in the league according to Pro Football Reference. His ability to get into the backfield is uncanny, and it's not just about sacks. Hutchinson's 62 tackles, including 10 for loss, show how consistently he's disrupting plays. Now let's talk about his injury history. He suffered a shoulder injury in Week 6, which caused him to miss a game, but overall, Hutchinson's durability has been solid this year. His career so far is impressive. 38 sacks in just 65 games, along with 260 tackles. The EPA, expected points added, per pressure in 2024-25 combined is plus 27. 3, which is a testament to how much of an impact he's making when he's rushing the passer. Plus, his yards after contact allowed in run defense is just 2. 3 yards, a clear sign that he's not just rushing the passer, but also holding the edge solid against the run, making him a true two-way threat on defense. What makes this move so intriguing, though, is the context of the Lions' situation. The Lions are sitting at 7-6, still in the playoff hunt, but they're facing a significant cap crunch with only about $10 million in cap space. Hutchinson, with a cap hit of around $13 million, is considered a luxury in this retooling phase. Detroit is prioritizing cap space, about $14 million, so they can extend players like Amon-Ra St. Brown and shore up the offensive line to support Jared Goff, who's been fantastic this year with a QBR of 92. 8. The Lions are wary of their playoff chances, especially with a defense that's giving up an average of 25 points per game, which isn't quite enough for a team with playoff ambitions. Meanwhile, the Bears, sitting comfortably with roughly $22 million in cap space, are in a prime position to absorb Hutchinson's contract without much trouble. It's a perfect storm, really. Chicago's front 7 is already a force, with Montez Sweat bringing in 9 sacks this year and grading out at 88, 2 on PFF. But imagine adding Hutchinson to that mix. We'd be looking at a front that could potentially total 55 sacks, up from the current projected 40. That's nearly a 37.5% increase, a game changer. And it's not just about sacks. The impact on the overall EPA for the defense would be massive, with models projecting a 19% increase in defensive efficiency. That's the kind of upgrade that makes the Bears not just contenders, but serious Super Bowl favorites. And let's not forget how this would transform our run defense. Hutchinson's presence would elevate our front, allowing us to limit opponents to just 3.6 yards per carry, down from 4.4. That's a huge difference, especially against divisional rivals like the Packers or Lions, who rely heavily on the run game. With Gervon Dexter, who's been solid with an 86. 5 PFF grade, anchoring the interior along with Hutchinson and Sweat, we'd have a front 7 that's as relentless as the legendary Ravens of the 2000s, echoing the old-school dominance that defined Chicago's defenses for years. This kind of move could be the catalyst that pushes the Bears into a different stratosphere. Right now, our odds of winning the Super Bowl are around plus 1,000 according to DraftKings, but with Hutchinson in the fold, those odds could skyrocket to plus 500. That's a significant leap, and more importantly, it would boost our chances of making a deep playoff run. Our defense would become an absolute nightmare for QBs like Jordan Love or Jared Goff, neutralizing their ability to pick us apart with deep passes. Hutchinson's relentless pressure and ability to collapse the pocket could be the X factor that finally puts the Bears in position to make a serious Super Bowl push after decades of waiting. Now, it's easy to get excited about the potential on paper, but we all know how these negotiations go. The Bears will need to part with some significant capital, and Detroit will probably want a first-round pick plus a rotational player to part ways with Hutchinson. But considering how much this could impact our team's trajectory, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC North, it might just be worth it. The Lions are in a bit of a tricky spot. They're trying to retool with a limited cap space, and Hutchinson, while an elite player, is a luxury they might need to let go for the right price. From a strategic standpoint, this move makes all the sense in the world for the Bears. It's about building a defense that can dominate for years to come, creating pressure that not only sacks QBs, but also disrupts entire offenses. With Hutchinson on one side and Sweat on the other, offenses would be on their heels, constantly trying to figure out how to block us. That's the kind of fear factor that can change games, change seasons, and set the tone for a new era of Bears football. The potential impact on our Super Bowl aspirations is enormous. With a defense of this caliber, the Bears would be able to focus more on fixing the issues on offense, knowing that our defense is capable of carrying us through tough playoff battles. It's a bold move, but this franchise has shown time and time again that it's willing to swing for the fences when the moment is right. We're talking about a historic opportunity here to reshape the entire narrative, to set a new standard for what Chicago Bears football can be. Of course, all of this hinges on the negotiations, the trade details, and how committed Ryan Poles and his staff are to making this happen. But one thing is clear, the potential is there, and it's exciting. Hutchinson isn't just a star, he's a game changer. And if the Bears can bring him in, it could be the move that propels us into the postseason and beyond, maybe even finally securing that elusive Super Bowl after so many decades of waiting. So Bears fans, keep your eyes peeled, stay fired up, because this could be one of those moves that go down in history. We're on the cusp of something special, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Whether it happens or not, one thing is for sure. The NFC North is about to get a whole lot more interesting, and the Chicago Bears are right in the middle of that storm. Let's go, Bears. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Hutchinson could be the piece that finally pushes us over the edge into Super Bowl contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. We're building something special here, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Let's keep the passion alive, and as always, bear down.